One more time. So nice, I had to do it twice. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you're new, what's up? Glad to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back, fam. You know what it is. We're going to start by getting some runes. The background's a little different. I'm in my office today. When y'all see the table like this, I'm in my office. When you see the red cloth, I'm not in the office. I'm somewhere else. I'm in my office today, all right? It's okay. Knowledge count eyes. I don't spend a lot of time in the office, y'all, but I worked hard to get there. I got Ingwas and Ingas. That's Ingas for fertility. This is Ingwas for limitless possibility. And then Rado, the solar chariot, like Rado always gives me like the shift is upon us, the I don't know, like we're now marching to the beat of a different drum is how it comes through. That's kind of like the best way I can describe it to you. Okay? Hold on, y'all. I'm having like technology problems. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay, did that work? That didn't work. All right, y'all. This sound might be messed up on this reading. I apologize in advance. But let's sling some cards. Okay, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, legions of light, gods and goddesses. Thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know so I can support the tribe as we live, learn, thrive, and grow. As above, so below, and so it is because it is so. Okay. This energy is interesting energy. Okay. This is feeling like, how's it coming? It's coming in a rhyme. Something new, something neat, something done, something's complete. Okay, the rhyme comes through, so that whenever rhymes come through for me like that, it's pulling on my ancient lineage when it comes through. So this is, they're saying preordained and destined. Let me get a goddess energy out here and see what we got. This is, it's very high vibrational. That's not. Dang, yeah, this is very high vibrational. We got the number 10, the number 15. That's new beginnings and change, but change that leads to. It's not. Something is steady. Something is rock solid, and this change is flowing into something that's solid. That's me putting the energy together because the energy is so high vibrational. It's like, how can I get this together for you? That's the best way to put it. We have Danu for assurance, Freya, radical acceptance. Assurance, acceptance. It's something new, something neat, something's done. Something's complete. That's what it is. That's just what it is. Something new, something neat, something's done, something's complete. Something really is complete. This is interesting because it's not, I'm not picking up on the energy of completion. I'm picking up on something is messy, but it's not you. That's what's kind of giving me pause. If you can hear my voice, like, this is not. But whatever this is, it's almost like something is disorderly, but that is how it is meant to be. There's some type of, they're saying justice in the disorder. God, what is this? Let me one of these, please. Let me get a theme. Justice in the disorder. There's something is messy, disorderly. I'm hearing disorderly conduct even. Like, but there's something about this that is justice. Now for a hot minute there, I almost had somebody in contempt of court. For a hot minute, for a hot second, so I thought I was in a courtroom and somebody was being told to behave or they were going to be held in contempt. For a hot minute, that's what it was. So you got to take what resonates for you in your situation. Something is a mess though. Not a miss. No, something is right on. This is exactly how it's meant to be. But for somebody, it's a mess, and for somebody else, it's not. And what's causing this is something that's extremely high vibrational. And I think that's the part that can be tricky to deal with is, see, a lot of times I talked about this before. We've been fed a narrative about life that isn't true. It's not accurate. And so we don't quite understand things as they truly are. Okay, I'm picking up on energy that is chaotic, but this chaos is high vibrational. It only occurs as chaotic if you're not resonating at the level of this. Okay, now that being said, the only reason I know that it's actually high vibrational is because I reside in the high vibrational realms. Like, oh, I know this energy. But because I also live here in the 3D with you, I am clear that in the lower realms, this energy that I'm picking up on, it is a hot mess. But here's what's so great. This is justice. This is justice. This is like justice incarnate. I said Justin, so maybe that name is significant. This is justice incarnate. This is like a whirlwind coming through that picks up the scraps, the riffraff, the chaff. Remember, you separate the wheat from the chaff. It picks up the straw, and it whirls it out. This is air magic that's very intense. But this is like, it's like the divine blows her breath and a twister, a whirlwind comes, and it literally like whooshes out everything that's dead, dying, doesn't match, isn't in alignment, doesn't fit, pretending. All that gets blown out. That's the energy I'm picking up on. Okay. Carnelian creativity, green calcite, letting go. I love that coming out on top of the chariot, but we're not done. Gold for solar angel. Now I find that very significant. And then lepidolite for conscious feeling. This is extremely high vibrational, y'all. This is extremely high vibrational. I'm telling y'all, this is not common energy. I'm picking up an energy that is so high vibrational, it's misunderstood. This is also energy that's so high vibrational that very few people will know what to do with it. Okay, the people who do know what to do with this energy, I believe, will be able to create with it. I believe for everyone else, it will occur as so forceful that most people will try to just get out of the way of this energy. Very few people are going to try to tap in, and I feel like that's on purpose. I feel like whatever this is, it is for whom it is for. So it's not meant to be palatable, accessible, or work withable to just anybody. So this is something that's been released. Okay. Oh shit. See, this is crazy right here. This is crazy. Y'all, what I just got was crazy. Okay. So we got Ingas, Inguas, limitless possibility, divine harmony, true love, knowledge, and the solar chariot. It's this rado that's giving though, this wheel, this rhythm. The wheel, something about the wheel turning. See, something got released. Something, what was it? Something new, something neat, something's done, something's complete, something's new, something's neat, something's done, something's complete. That green calcite is giving the letting go, something's complete. Y'all, let me get some oracle cards out here. Y'all see, I should be channeling. Like, sometimes oracle, like, I'm an oracle, I get messages, and I especially if the messages aren't for me. I get messages for y'all sometimes. I don't know what y'all, I don't know y'all business. I just be giving y'all the messages. But sometimes like this, their message is distinctly for someone or a group of us, I should say. But you got to take what resonates, because we're all in different places on this timeline. Some of you may be where the what's new is. Some of you may be where the what's need is. Some of you may be where something's done. Some of you may be where something's complete. You got to be where you are. You got to take what resonates. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me get 3 oracle cards out here for this, please. There's a story being told. Something new. Something neat, something's done, and something's complete. Okay? So I've got wide open, horned cactus, and coming apart, which is really giving me something complete. Letting go, coming apart, conscious feeling, right? Resourcefulness. Wide open. There's something here. There's something here with the chariot here. Is something. This chariot with the resourcefulness. Whatever this is, you know what to do, and other people don't. That's the basic bottom line of all of this put together. Okay. There's something here. There's something coming. There's something being released. Not everybody, not just anybody, is going to be able to do anything with this, but you are, whatever this is, you're going to work with this. 12:02 on the timer. Yeah, you're going to work with this. Star, Magician, Ten of Cups. You're going to, whatever this is, you about to work with it. I don't know, but it's big. And it's for you. It's the Star, Magician, Ten of Cups. This is for you. The best way I can think of, I'm going to move these oracle cards out the way so we just have the tarot, because this, it's almost like, I'm gonna, because it's something I'm feeling into, the best I can do is give you an analogy, okay? It's like magic, a special kind of magic or energy is being released by the divine, but it's so high vibrational that only high vibrational people can work with this energy. For everybody else, this energy is too tumultuous. It's too unpredictable. But it's almost like whatever this is, it is primal, raw, cosmic force. Right? It's like, we talk about the Ace of Wands and new beginnings and shit like that. This is, think of the real life, imagine, I feel like there's a cartoon about this. I feel like if I can put y'all in a cartoon, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's a little bit like it is a little bit like the genie in the lamp with Aladdin, right? Because the way Disney did it, you be missing stuff. But when you think about, if you find that lamp, you rub the lamp, the genie comes out, and you are Aladdin, and you say, I want to be Prince Ali Ababwa, and the cartoon makes it look cute, right? But in reality, going from Aladdin to Prince Ali, that's a tower. That's a tower. It's unexpected, it's sudden, and it changes everything. Okay? So I want you to like kind of marinate on that while I try to give you what I'm picking up on. There is a specific energy this is divine energy from the creator. It's almost like this is the energy that God uses when God creates himself, and he's letting you have a little bit of it. It's not normally released here on earth because it's so raw, because it's so volatile. Only gods get to use this. This is a power only gods get to use, and they only use it in heavenly realms. Well, thanks to the work you've done, not only have you done the work you need to do to be able to use this here while you're in human form, in lockstep with Gaia, Gaia has ascended enough to be able to contain your using this power here. Again, this is normally power that's reserved for higher realms and higher beings, where you're a higher being here on this planet. And you and this planet, we've talked about this, y'all are ascension buddies or whatever, y'all tribe, okay? She's ascended enough that you can now use this magic here. Nobody's seen this shit before. They ain't seen this before. But you're lit 10 of Cups, the Magician, the Star. You're literally about to use this Ace of Wands energy to create your life, like from nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's really going to give some, oh my God, you're really a god. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be on some crazy shit like that. Like, when you do this, right home, everybody, what do you say? Everybody going to be claro this night. When you do this right here, everybody gonna be claro. Okay? Yeah, Emperor at the bottom of the day. 1555 on the timer. Nobody gonna be confused. What I tell you? There's a tower. I told you. See, you gotta go. Queen of Wands, what I'm trying to tell you. If you go from Aladdin to Prince Ali, that's a tower, baby. That's a tower. And that's why nobody thinks that type of shit is possible, because it's a tower. And it usually takes a tower for something like that to happen. To go from a street rat, an urchin, someone who's literally dressed in rags, homeless, or whatever they say, someone who's challenged with a stable home, right? Keep it PC. Yeah, it's a tower. All of a sudden, you got an entourage and an assistant and a whole new wardrobe and chests of gold and money, because he said to the genie, "Make me a prince." And so the genie made him a prince and everything that came with it. Now, all he cared about was impressing Jasmine. But please don't forget, he got made a prince. That meant somewhere there's a palace, the treasures. He bought some of it to show off a little bit. Sun's at the bottom of the deck, okay? But he was a prince. The genie fulfilled his wish. He got turned into a prince. Now, we all know what happens when Jafar steals the lamp, blah, blah, blah. You know, Disney version, right? But Aladdin got his wish. He became a prince. That is a tower. This energy that the divine is releasing is as good as a genie in a lamp. Don't forget when why is this about Aladdin? Because y'all have me out here seeing a whole new world for goddamn 9 months. It might as well be about I'm about to watch this cartoon again. Anyway. Don't forget, the cartoon opens up with Jafar trying to find someone who can go get the lamp. Why? Because whatever this energy in this lamp is, it has already been spelled, enchanted, programmed, whatever. Remember? Only a diamond in the rough. Only someone pure of heart can access the Cave of Wonders to get the lamp. Remember? Now, the Cave of Wonders got everything in it. Y'all remember that? Because Abu tried to steal. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff in the cave. But only someone pure of heart could go in there. Why? Well, when you look at what was in there, 1818 on timer, when you look at the fact that there's an all-powerful genie in there that will grant you wishes, the last thing you want is somebody like goddamn Jafar getting in there and doing what Jafar wanted to do. It had to be someone pure of heart. Only someone pure of heart could go in there, get the lamp, and actually do something decent with that kind of raw, primal creator energy that the genie was going to provide them. This is that. You now have access to some type of raw, primal, creative energy. Nobody else can touch this. Their heart isn't pure. They didn't make the cut. They weren't a diamond in the rough. How many different ways can I say this to you, baby? It's you, you're it. Now here's the thing. Just like Aladdin and Jafar, you got to know that somebody been waiting on you to get this lamp. 1909 on time. Something new, something neat, something's done, something's complete. It's like that. It's almost like you had your own Jafar waiting outside for you to give me the lamp. Pass me the lamp, boy. Give me the lamp. Y'all, give me the lamp. I'm cracking up, but for real. Because it's the Ace of Wands. You understand what I'm saying? It's not, and this isn't metaphorical. You got access to something that is actually, factually, no kidding, some type of magical tool. I don't tell you. And you go, poof, I'm rich now. Boom, that's a tower. Poof. I'm just saying. And look, this tower coming to this Queen of Wands, this is a new beginning. And the tower is the new beginning. The new beginning is the tower. I don't know how to tell. I don't know. The witches watching the mirrors to see when it's still instead of pipes. I feel like y'all are not. But I'm just telling you, this ain't for everybody. That's why I'm talking like this. Because this ain't for some of y'all. This is only for some of you, but not all of you. That's what this is. I'm like, I know my words. They sticking together and shit. Why? Because it's not for everybody. And this type of energy, if it's not for you, it will be a burden to you. Do you understand that? If this energy is not for you, it will be a 10 of Wands, not a 10 of Cups for you. Please understand that. And that's just like Jafar. Remember, in the end, Jafar ends up with the lamp. And you see how Jafar ended up? That lamp was a 10 of Swords for Jafar. It was not a 10 of Cups for him. It was the 10 of Cups for Aladdin. And the difference was the purity of their heart. This energy that you have access to now, that you have the authority to work with, it's the same thing. This energy will respond to whoever wields it. However, only those pure in heart can wield this energy and have it produce a 10 of Cups. Anybody else, with the moon right here, when it comes to anybody who hasn't done their shadow work, I'm telling you, it's a 10 of Swords for you to have this energy. Now, a lot of people gonna feel some kind of way that you got the energy. Man, you know what I'm gonna say. I've been trying to watch my mouth. You guys notice I'm using a little less profanity, a little less. Listen, but let me tell you, this right channel, it's not for everybody. And I'm clear, there was some type of Jafar waiting around. I feel like what you've been dealing with up until now has been something new, something neat, something's done, something complete. I feel like it's been, I honestly feel like what this past season has been like is you getting rid of all the Jafars that have been standing around waiting. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like now you got them Jafars out the way. You about to make something with this energy. I'm telling you, there's too many people. There was too many people. There was too many people around. There was too many people waiting to eat off your plate who didn't do a goddamn thing to put anything on it. That's what that is. That's complete. There's too many people. Too many people waiting to bring you a 5 of Swords the moment they see you got the lamp. You know what I'm saying? Too many people waiting to snake you. No. And I think that's the crazy part, that people want to pretend like, you know, if you go back to that movie, Aladdin was considered a diamond in the rough. People knew that about Aladdin. If you remember the opening song, nobody was confused that Aladdin was not a criminal. Everybody was clear that he was living the life he was living because of the circumstances he had been dealt, okay? Nobody was like, oh, Aladdin's such a horrible person. No, Aladdin was just annoying because he was always out there trying. That's all that was. He just didn't give up. Aladdin got dealt a crappy hand of cards and he did not give up. 7 of Wands, that's all that is. That's what that whole song is about. Aladdin's a street rat. What makes him a street rat? He's always, and you saw in the song, like they're singing about him. He's including himself in the song, but then he's also showing you who he is as they're telling you about. You see him steal, but then you see him give the food away to a child who's hungrier than he is. Nobody's confused about who Aladdin really is. He is the diamond in the rough. Insisting on coming out here. Ain't gonna let me do a reading without showing their face. I'm telling you. So, what do you think justice would be if you're someone who has been the diamond in the rough, right? If you're Aladdin and you've been through this and you've stood for, no, I know what's right, I know who I am, and no matter how bad my life gets, I'm still going to maintain the purity of my heart. I might not be perfect. I might have to steal my food every day. But at the end of the day, I'm accountable to make the right choice. To the point where the Cave of Wonders recognizes, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and then I actually honor my word. When it's time to let the genie go, I do. I do. What do you think justice is for somebody like that? These are just questions I'm inviting you to ask yourself. The devil energy is very much something that's fear-based. Page of Cups is a curiosity. So it's like afraid of the unknown. I had Temperance at the bottom of the deck. You don't see coming. You know, how many people will say, oh, I can't do the right thing because I don't know what's going to happen next. And so what I have to do is what's going to work for, yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. This is where the devil is in the details. Once you have the devil, a Page of Cups, and the King of Swords, the devil's in the details right now. And if there's anybody who knows what the hell's in them details, it's the King of Swords. He wrote it. The King of Swords wrote the contract. That's how he knows what's in it. Be cracking me up. 3 of Coins. What I tell you? This is some type of agreement. This is some type of agreement. That maybe started off like, oh, I don't know what would happen if I did this. I don't know. Let's find out. Well, let me tell you some 10 of Wands right now. That's what I'm talking about. Fuck around and find out. Somebody don't fuck all the way around and find all the way out. Or they're about to. Or they're about to. Something new, something neat, something's done, and something's complete. We got 10 cups, 10 swords, and 10 wands out here. So I'm telling you something's complete. If nothing else, we got to know something's complete. The Chariot is the vibe of the reading. Something is done. Something is complete. There is also something new and neat out here, though. There is something that is a resource that only is available to you now because of something that you have let go. Yeah. Give me this devil energy. What was the fear? Fear of the unknown. Okay. No, people not. So I got the devil being clarified by the Emperor. And this is fear of the unknown. This is some type of agreement. They're saying more than meets the eye. Something was not as it appeared. So tell me about this Emperor. Did this Emperor make a deal? It looks like a deal. This looks like a deal now. I'm not going. It looks like a deal that didn't turn out very well. The devil to the Page of Cups. Unknown. Being afraid of the unknown. To the King of Swords. It's like astutely observing something. Observing some type of collaboration. Some type of agreement. It was a work agreement, some type of collaboration. That ends in a 10 of Wands. That ends in a burden. For a business owner or a father figure. There's the Chariot again, bringing us to the end of our reading with the Lovers. So there's something about it. And the King of Wands, there it is. Okay, so I've got the Lovers, the King of Wands, and the Chariot. Being uncertain, being unclear. No. That's choosing based on fear. That's choosing based on fear. But for some reason, thinking that you got it right is being wrong, though. That's very interesting, this energy. But we're ending it with the Lovers, the King of Wands, and the Chariot. Now this is the official end of the reading, okay? If you're new, the way I read, I get a theme. And when I see, from the major arcana that you saw at the beginning of the Chariot, when I see that theme come back out during the reading, I know the message got out, okay? We've come full circle. But there's more here, okay? There's more here, like, now look, there's no confusion out here. Let's be clear. There's no Eight of Swords, there's no Seven of Cups, there's no Seven of Swords. This is just straight up what it is. This is gambling and losing, okay? This is placing a bet and finding out you bet on the wrong horse. The Chariot's out here twice. I really do feel like that is one of the best analogies I can use. At the end of the day, this is, it's like I said, is somebody sitting outside, is somebody, it's Aladdin. Not exactly, but let me give it to you. It's Aladdin. This is Jafar finding out after the fact that it was always going to go the way that it went. This is Jafar sitting down and looking back and saying, wow, the fact that I myself couldn't get in the Cave of Wonders to get the lamp should have been my clue that the lamp was never meant for me to have. Why wasn't I smart enough to connect the dots that only the diamond in the rough could enter the Cave of Wonders, and only the diamond in the rough would be able to effectively wield the lamp once they... Why didn't I put that together? I'm supposed to be a smart sorcerer. That's what this reading is giving, okay? So this is giving like the world of that. Something new, something neat, something's done, something's complete. So the reign of Jafar is complete. It's over. It's over. Don't forget, Jafar is bound. I don't know, y'all. I don't know why this is the channel, but it's as Aladdin. Right down to Peebo Bryson singing the song. Jafar is bound. He is now bound on the other side in another realm, and he's enslaved, and he's now bound. Do you understand? Jafar is now bound, okay? The genie is free. Aladdin actually gets his wish fulfilled, because remember, Aladdin asked to be turned into a prince, and then he was. And because his heart is pure and and he did what he did, he remains a prince. That he does not go back to being a street rat. So his 10 of Cups is fulfilled. Jasmine's 10 of Cups is fulfilled. Everybody's 10 of Cups is fulfilled except for the person whose heart wasn't pure. A couple things worth mentioning as I close this reading out. And I'm so sorry that it's Aladdin, but it just is what it is. I didn't pick it. I just channel it. If you go back and watch it, the number of times that Jafar attacks Aladdin, attacks Jasmine, does this, that, it was incessant. It was not going to stop until Jafar himself, right? Jafar 10 the swords himself. Do you guys remember that scene? Where it becomes obvious all he cares about is the power. At first you think, okay, he does it because he wants Jasmine. No, he doesn't want Jasmine. He wants her father's throne. And he's just going to use Jasmine to get it. That was about to be really messy, wasn't it? It was about to be real messy. But what happens is Aladdin sees that, and at the end he goes, hey, Jafar, you're still not the most powerful person. The genie is more powerful than you because he can access whatever power he needs to grant wishes. Well, Jafar just fell for that one. And before you know it, he switched places. So all of that is here, especially with the devil coming out and telling you, somebody took a gamble. It was the wrong bet. I'm telling you, it's almost like if I wanted to say, somebody bet against you, but it was a dumb move because you were the diamond in the rough. You were always going to be the one that got the 10 of Cups. That's what this is telling me. We open with the Star, the Magician, the 10 of Cups. That is how this was always going to go. For somebody, for some reason, they didn't see it, they didn't get it, they didn't believe it. I don't know what the hell it was about them, but they didn't get it. But here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave this here. The Star, the Magician, and the Ten of Cups, the proof is in the pudding. Wisdom is justified in the end. You don't owe anybody anything. Just like in that movie, people already know the truth about you, whether they want to admit it or not. They know you because energy doesn't lie. The vibes don't lie. Somebody felt your vibe, saw your aura, knew what time it was, and still chose to fuck around and find out. That's not on you. It is on them, and they are going through it right now because of that. Now put that to the side and understand that this is the point of the message right here. You have earned the right, because of your pure heart, to work with energy that nobody else can work with. This energy has the power and authority to create something, anything out of nothing. If you want to be Prince Ali Ababwa tomorrow, you can do it. And thanks to what you've already been through, there is no Jafar to stop you. This is your message. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so the next time I read, you will know all about it. Time is a construct. We make that shit up. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. In the meantime, trust your process, your path, and your purpose. Peace.